Hello YouTube, this is Time Itself, and today I have a game of Domination on Vacant for you. Little throwback from Call of Duty 4 here. Those good days when we'd run Team RPG on this map, when RPGs were actually hard to kill people with, and well, now it's not quite as much of a challenge. In fact, it's pretty stinking easy, and I'd kind of recommend it. RPGs, AT4s, and C4, Claymores, explosives in general in these confined spaces are really dangerous. But unlike Call of Duty 4, I can't take B from out in the hallway to go in this little courtyard. Seems a little more dangerous now that there's only one place you can be. Reading the description about this map in the map pack, the expectation was that grate would be open, since it's too easy to spawn trap a team back on C. They didn't, so guess what? This is one of the most evil spawn traps in this game. There are only two ways out of that room, and both of them are pretty easy to watch. As long as no one goes back into that room, they almost never spawn out of it, and when they do, it's always on the left side here outside by the little hut. And with SitRep Pro, I can hear their footsteps and distinguish between running on the concrete and running on the ground. I can easily tell if there are one or even two people who have spawned out there. But when I talk about a spawn trap, I don't mean setting up and camping so much. There are only really one, maybe two good spots on either side that you'd really want to camp. So the most effective thing becomes to run around routes in there, try to draw people out into the people who are sitting back, or to just pick up easy kills on people who are still confused and trying to get out. The team has had very good luck with riot shields and C4 on this map, so if you watch the ticker, Jayhawker there, my buddy, is using a riot shield with C4 and just destroying the people who come out on the right side. And if he has to back up, he's got someone looking over his head behind him. They're not getting out of there very easily. I have to really think about it. Were there that many skylights in this building in Call of Duty 4? There were a couple, but there was some apprehension about trapping a team on C just because air support wouldn't be as useful. And Predators still work pretty well. Plenty of space to drive them in through the roof. I completely failed in trying to kill that knifer earlier, and now, even though I have sleight of hand on, I fail at reloading. Good lord. See, I respawn in that C hallway, and obviously they're getting to A if that's the case. And we need to push back over to the warehouse and keep them from getting to A if we want to hold the spawn trap at C. It really would have been a better idea not to try and RPG this guy. He's back on C, that's where we want him, and I'm already hurt, he knows where I'm coming from. Just a bad decision on my part. Now they have control of the warehouse. Really would rather have control of it ourselves. We don't need to let them have that in order to keep up the spawn trap, and it makes it a lot easier for them to get in through the bathroom here. So I'm going to be kind of reckless as I charge in there and try and get them back out. The important thing to remember, and given we have one guy who's not in our party on the team, is that we don't go ahead and take C while they're out of that room. We want to push them back onto it and not let them move out towards A. But in the event that they did get to A, there are two propane tanks right over it, and you just shoot those, they explode, and you'll get anybody on the point. Kind of surprised more people don't noob tube those at the start of the game. It's an easy way to keep people from taking A. It might even be possible to shut a team out on this map, but since I always spawn at A, it's never even a thought in my mind. And now I've spawned back in this hallway, and what the heck? That is not friendly Claymore. Oh, he's not friendly either. No, while I've been off being a corpse, someone has smartly planted a sentry gun in the warehouse. That really is going to help us move them back onto the C spawn trap. And personally, I kind of like to put them up on the boxes that are in the warehouse. It gives them a little better view. And this one's sitting back a little further, that's okay too. And I think they shot it to disable it. You can do that. It takes quite a few bullets or a fair amount of explosives, but that is an option for you. I forgot to mention there is another spawn point out in the hallway just opposite the grate. That's probably where that guy who had painkiller spawned at. Normally they won't spawn there, that's pretty unlikely. But when we're running around and they have control of different parts of the map, and we don't have them locked out of the C room, that can happen. Normally that won't be a problem at all. But the one really good camping spot in the right hallway back behind the copy machine, it makes it hard to kill people who are running through that hallway. If they charge out past the soda machines, he can get them, that guy who's camping there. But if they run through, that can also pull the spawn on the opposite side of the grate in the hallway too. So just one guy watching from here by this copy machine isn't enough. You need more people over in the hallway by the bathroom. Alright, that was pretty frantic, but it looks like we've got the spawn trap re-established. I'm going to go back and sit by these barrels. So that's really probably the best place I can be with this mini Uzi, watching this side and listening for people to spawn outside with sitrep. I would not qualify this as a really good camping spot because there's a really easy way to take someone out who's here. And that is, as you can see, the wall doesn't go all the way up to the roof here. So someone can just put an explosive on the ceiling above you. Nothing you can do. You gotta be back a little further if you really want to camp in there. And I really like having competent teammates because as soon as I died over there, at least one person, see another one's coming over, to make sure that this side is okay still and we still have them locked down in the spawn trap. I really should know better about where to call on this predator. There's no reason to put it on C. I have better luck trying to go through one of the other skylights in the hallway. The explosion will go through either the grate side or the side that is open on the right side, and probably manage to get a guy. The office furniture, the way it's arranged around C, makes it kind of hard to get the explosion to kill people who are a little further out. I wonder if the chopper would still shoot in through the back windows like it did in 4. I'll have to try that sometime. It can be a little quieter on the left side of the map compared to the right side on this spawn trap, so come up with ways to amuse myself. Shoot claymores through the wall. The guy probably doesn't know what to think there. It just runs off. Or if I had a light machine gun or an assault rifle with FMJs, I could just shoot through the wall until I killed him. Kind of funny. It doesn't work so well to try and shoot down the hallway through the wall on my right now. I picked up a fair number of assists doing that one game, but went through a couple thousand rounds. One-man army, FMJ on a light machine gun. Funny, but not terribly useful. Oh well, I hope I'm not spoiling anything by saying it, but so far and through the rest of the game, they don't even touch A or B. And that's really the way I like to see things done. We have enough control over their spawn and where they can go that they can't even get on either of our points. We haven't taken C, that's because we don't want it. C doesn't want C. Yeah. I think I have a game somewhere where we spawn on C and decide not to take it. It winds up being a very close game. Kind of think about how that decision played out for us, but in the end we were able to win, and against the team we were playing against, it might have been pretty hard to get off the C spawn trap, as we've got this team stuck on it the entire game here. Well, how do you live? Tell me your secrets. Watching the minimap, I can see that a couple more guys spawned outside. The RPG is probably not the best choice, but we're still going to stun and keep them from getting to A. And this reminds me that I have a problem with walking forward as I shoot. Probably a habit from Halo, and I should break myself from it because it's really not very good. But with that spawn trap, I went 54 and 13, and the rest of my team did pretty well too. And that's what it does for you. Well, thanks for watching.
UAV online. Friendly Predator missile incoming.